Everybody's rolling in. We have someone's first Fiber Fairy from Maryland. It's very cool. We're noticing the crowns and the ratings. We expect everyone to achieve the number one queen. What, I don't even know what it means.
I commented that I would disable it if I could. Nothing against those of you who are number one crowns or number twos. I'm just confused by that little system. You're all number one crowns.
It is.
Us, really?
I don't. Yes, it's like, why do we need to rank viewers? So yeah, happy Fiber Fairy Friday. We have a simple but high value giveaway today with 3 bundles of 2 ounces each of our core. And so there's not too much to talk about in terms of the Fiber Fairy, but we have some other things to go over. And as always, happy to answer any questions that you guys come up with about felting projects, fiber, or upcoming stuff. So I'll just go over the Fiber Fairy first, and we can just stay. I think we can stay front facing for now, Talbot, because it's very straightforward. Mm-hmm. So our first tier is at $25. Look, I don't even need my list. I've remembered it all. That's,
right?
And it's 2 ounces of the ever useful off-white chunky core. And then the second tier is at $45, and that is the caramel core. And then the third tier is $65, and that's the black core. And we just put together, some nice range of value light to dark, and autumny colors for your upcoming pumpkins, ravens, and other various.
It's very useful.
It is very useful. But so this is 6 ounces of fiber, and with the $65 as the highest tier, it's actually close to a 30% upgrade to your order today.
So for anyone new, if it's your first, I did get one email question. I think sometimes it seems like, where do I put Fiber Fairy? Or you'd think that if you got your order confirmation, like, thank you for participating in the Fiber Fairy. This is something we just add on that we don't, the website's not going to indicate that. Your order won't indicate that. But every order placed today that qualifies will automatically get the giveaway, and it is cumulative. So if you spend $65 before shipping costs, but $65 in product, then you get all 3 placed into your box, and that's how it works.
We're ahead of website capabilities.
We are.
We've been doing the
I was
fiber.
thinking about it this morning, wondering, is there a way that we could indicate that, like, on the order thing? But I think it would have to be manual, which would mean at midnight I would have to change that, and it wouldn't be for people over a certain amount. Like, we can't do that.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
We've
possible.
been doing this for 14 years.
Yeah, Etsy days.
And it's a system that does not exist electronically. So,
but we do
but it works.
Yeah, we do it
and
manually.
Most people have sort of grown up with us. I see a couple people, it's their first Fiber Fairy. So if you have any questions about the way Fiber Fairy works, we totally can answer that as well. So I want to follow up on a few things that we initiated the last time we met. One of which is the 2D, 3D challenge. The deadline is
Monday.
Is
the
Monday,
31st.
the 31st. Okay, so we've received a lot of submissions. The challenge was using the 11 by 14 cradled panel that we used for the cherry blossom in the spring to create a different 2D, 3D combo, using the same techniques and everything that it could go so many directions, and they have gone a lot of directions, and I'm really excited to share that with you guys. We weren't exactly sure how we were going to do it, but I think what I'm honing in on is a live stream with a slideshow just showing everybody's work. Now, everybody took their own pictures, so it's going to look very varied, but it's a beautiful array of original work, and we'll do a slideshow, and then I'm going to pick somewhere around 6 to 12, I guess, to talk about. I can't talk about everyone, but absolutely everyone will get to see, get to be seen, and
see everybody else's.
Because that was the whole point. And
they've trickled in on Fanfare, but not everyone that I've gotten submissions from has posted on Fanfare. So there will be some that I think nobody has seen. And it's currently the photos are all in a drive, waiting for us to put the slideshow together. Seeing them all together has its own impact, I feel like.
Someone said we look serious.
Oh, we are very it's very serious business here. It's really cool to see them all together.
Yeah.
It's just a really impressive amount of work that everyone has put in, and
definitely, and so much unique, a lot of creativity.
Yeah.
The live stream, I'm counting on Kyla here. Well, I'm sure it's on the calendar. The live stream for that. It's mid-September.
It is September 19th.
Okay.
I'm double checking that it's on the calendar, but I have no recollection of doing these things, but I do them. Yeah. It's on the calendar, and there is a link on the calendar.
So that's where you can watch the live stream of the 2D, 3D challenge. Likewise, the outpouring of your guys' creativity and energy for the Longwood tree has just, beyond what I even imagined.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The ornaments and garlands are coming in, and we're just like, it's like Christmas every day. We're like, look at this one. And even though it's like things that we've covered, Serafina projects, the styles and choices are all so special and different. There's things, I'm admiring, and I'm like, how did they even do that? Or I can't believe they thought of this. It's been very, very cool. So thank you for that. And I really look forward to going to Longwood. I think I'm going to have to go several times.
Oh, the tree's going to be amazing.
I was like, can I stand next to it? Hello, welcome to our tree. And I want to meet up because there was some chat about people making a trip, especially if you're coming from farther away. So please use Fanfare to let us know, or contact us at Kyla's email is admin@serafinafiberart.com, and let us know what your travel plans are. And if you want to come by the shop while you're here, the more kind of heads up we have, the better we can plan to either meet you at Longwood or have you here. What are you counting?
We've gotten at least 45. Somebody asked how many submissions for the 2D, 3D.
Yeah,
at least 45.
Yeah, that's a lot.
This is why we're only talking about a few of them.
Yeah,
because it would be like an all-day live stream.
Yeah. yeah. I would run out of juice before we got through them all.
We want to live stream from there. We would like to go live.
I think there. We're gonna ask, or no, Kyla is.
I didn't say that. We're live right now. I maybe
Longwood,
said,
are you listening?
I maybe said that felt like something that we should ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We would like to be able to go live. You see the tree
Yeah,
better. Maybe we'll get a lot of pictures.
we will deliver.
I don't want to get kicked out of Longwood. That would be embarrassing. I get banned.
We'll figure out how to deliver because you guys delivered, and like I said, it has overwhelmed me in terms of numbers, and it's so heartfelt. I guess it's so heartfelt.
Every piece that comes in is like a special treasure. It just is. Yeah, it's really cool.
I'm gonna have a hard time letting them go. I think we're gonna revisit the plan.
We said
after
we're gonna get donated to our trees.
So I'll talk a little bit about, unless there's any questions, mostly just input or excitement. I'll talk a little bit about a few things that we have for you currently while supplies last. One is the sari bindles. These are made with scraps from my process of making the blankets for Cosset and Lock. Talbot, I think we could go overhead in a little corner maybe, or vice versa.
You guys are in the upper right.
Okay. Oh, geez. So these are, I believe they're 4 ounces of pieces, and it's just a big variety for you to experiment with wet felting with them, like I'm doing with the blankets, or making clothing, or adding embellishments. Oh, that one's fun. This would be fun on a mermaid.
Ooh.
Yeah. So there's currently, I think, still a decent amount of those, but they don't come around too often because it takes me a while to build up the leftovers.
Any new kits coming?
Yes. Can't tell you what though, because it's related to the big
It is.
fall fiber fairy.
Something new in October.
I brought up some core colors because we no longer are carrying pumpkin core. We had too many burnt oranges. So we have Sunset Heather, Caramel, which is in the giveaway today, and Copper is our main sort of chestnutty cores. So I brought them up so that you guys could see the difference. I think they're coming across pretty accurately. And
This probably, well, it could be anyone's screen difference. This is a little bit.
this is a little richer.
Little more vibrant. Maybe.
Vibrant, yeah. This is what I would probably go to for pumpkins, and then these for foxes, chipmunks. But you totally could use, like, this would work. You know how sometimes we make a pumpkin with a face. This could be your base for a pumpkin, and this could be your face shapes. Yeah. And we have 2 items. They were mentioned in the newsletter. This is a fur, and it just came in wrong, quite honestly. But it's still really pretty. It's somewhere between wolf, Sasquatch, and Irish. We're calling it. It looks like it has a red component from the Irish in it. It's a little bit redder than it's coming across on screen. And Talbot, was it Talbot? Named it Werewolf? And so
Well-
that's in a limited supply, but a fun color of fur and slightly discounted. And also this sienna, this is Maori. It lands somewhere between, it's not really a core, but it is a little fuzzier and more textured than most of our top coats. It felts really well, and it's about a 2-inch staple length. And great color. Really, this is copper and this is sienna. It's a true chestnut, really.
They
So,
actually look
this-
really nice together.
Yeah, this is a really good addition to your stash for animals in general. What's this doing up here? Oh, so we are in the final stages of our top coat line. These are not available anymore, beyond what we have in stock. So these are a few of the colors that we still have. And I mean, almond is one of my all-time go-to favorites for a warm gray, for a natural gray. But these are great. These are some older elves.
Oh.
These like poppy colors that we don't often use in our animal, like natural animal felting, are great for elves. So those are still, some of these colors are still available. I'm just letting you know that they are the end of the line on those.
The Maori is already out of stock.
Oh, oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. When I went down to get it, there was a lot in the box, but they must have been
In
tied up in
orders.
orders. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
You're like, is it?
Is it? I'm going to link it because I feel like it's not. The internet's acting up.
Okay. So let us know what other questions you have. Even if it's pretty specific, because
It is sold out.
it is sold out.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. We thought about carrying some, so that's a possibility. We've been through a lot of transitions with what we have in terms of fiber and what we can keep in stock. So we're constantly evolving. I love blue raspberry. It's a super fun color. It has the right amount of pop. Joyce is asking what is sold out. We're just saying that this
Maori.
is mentioned in the newsletter, and I just mentioned it, but it is already sold out because it was just here sort of as an extra, not something that we stock regularly.
I'm seeing about the.
I know. I was tempted to bring the ornaments but we decided
many.
it's better. We can't do them all, and it's better if we show them off all at once. Well, we're doing the little reels on Facebook and Instagram showing the ornaments, so that's always fun.
Bonnie, we see the coupon as like a form of payment. So if that's part of your payment,
You don't have to spend.
that goes to your total.
She doesn't have to spend more. It's like you still do the 65, and then you're using the coupon as part of the payment. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So the blacktop, one of the new.
we just got in some new Shetland and Corriedale.
see.
I think it's the Shetland line has black now. Just got that in.
white Shetland.
It's the Corriedale.
Oh, that's brown black. Let's see.
Okay.
We know our inventory very well.
Well, it's the thing. It's been changing so much.
It's black Corriedale.
The black Corriedale will be quite long, about in the 3 to sometimes 4 inch staple length range. So
I just linked the black Corriedale. Is there anything else we need for the Longwood tree?
I mean, not specifically. I think
It's a great assortment.
I don't know where we are in terms of filling the 300 to 350.
Most of the categories
are full.
So
I think we have enough.
the main category that isn't full, I think, is the garland.
Oh, garlands.
But
you know what? I mean, but it's not even like we have sprays, sprigs, there's flowers.
Yeah.
We do have a few different garlands that are gorgeous, and
yeah, I don't think we're worried that we're not gonna.
Yeah, we're not worried about not having enough for sure. I'm gonna make a topper, so I've got to do that.
Patty's asking, will we be restocking the color shaper?
Oh
We
gosh,
just had that
we
conversation.
did just have the conversation. So the color shapers went up in price, and we held off. What I think I'm going to do, there's a lot of options for a fraction of the cost on Amazon. So what I think I'm going to do is order some of them and make sure that they are up to the quality that I want, and then I would link them on the goods and faves page. That's kind of the direction I'm going right now with that, but I'll definitely keep you posted on that.
I am linking goods and faves as well.
Yeah, we've put quite a few things in there, and it's all good stuff. It's just stuff that we might have a dog bark.
She's winding up.
It's just all stuff that we either don't want to or can't carry in-house. So, but we want to pass along.
Joyce said she can spin some garland. She's asking how long it should be.
I mean, a minimum of 12 feet, but it can. I mean, if you're spinning it, that could get quite long. That'd be fun. Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to spin some. We were in a real crunch right now. The Philadelphia Museum of Art craft show is at the convention center the weekend of November, like 7, 8, 9. Mm-hmm. And that's where I take the Cassette and Lock blankets. So I'm in a big crunch to get those all prepared and finished, and we've got a new booth that we're building, and there's a lot going on that front. The Fiber Fairy, the big Fiber Fairy in October, will be a little bit earlier than usual this year because of that, but I'm very excited. I've been working on it since the spring, so I'm excited to share that with you. It's on the calendar. It's closer to mid-October.
Yeah, all the deadlines are hitting.
Yeah, all the deadlines are hitting. We're usually towards the end of October with the
17th.
Yeah. So mark your calendar, October 17th.
I like the live for that too.
Yeah, I know. You're on top of it. I knew. I remember talking about these things.
A reindeer. The reindeer's not on on-demand learning?
The Pindles are on probably permanent hold. It was a special person that was making those, and it's hard to find a blacksmith who wants to pound out hundreds of the same small thing. So, yeah. Yeah, yarn can be a great garland. I suggest it be somewhat bulky and not too loosely spun because it's going to get thrown around on a prickly tree. So
Anne says one time I got the softest camel pelt from you guys. Was that just a fluke or will it reappear?
We had camel fluke for a while. We did have actual camel. Where did that come from?
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh.
Years, like, that was a long time ago.
When I see photographs of things I've made, this space and products, it's overwhelming how much has come and gone through here. Like it is, it's been a lot. So I wish I could, keep everything, but the nature of the fiber industry is that it comes and goes, and we've had, lots of changes in vendors as well, like big mills and dye houses and
several years ago I remember saying, as long as we don't lose these top coats.
Yeah.
And then that happened.
Fortunately, we adapt and overcome, not just us, but you guys, because what we do is open to, I know a lot of people don't like change, but
I don't know
what we do
like that.
what we do is completely open to our interpretation, and fiber is pretty much an unlimited resource if we treat the earth properly. So it's very cool. I'm excited. We're going to oh my gosh, it's coming up. We're going to the Potomac Fiber Art Guild.
Yeah, in like 2 weeks it's coming
to speak. Oh my gosh. And that's always like really inspiring because we get into other people's worlds, fiber worlds, and I'm sure we're going to come out of that with some new ideas and insight. So oh, Jean
camels come.
Jean has a wish. Did you see that?
I do see that. For Halloween. That is a good Halloweeny project.
Sure is.
Hey, people still have camel floof.
Yeah. It had a cool name. What was it? Humphrey.
No, what was it called?
Something.
Do you remember?
Like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Humphrey de camel floof.
Yes.
I believe.
We like to get creative with the names. So, an overarching apology for changes and things we no longer have, but also not much I can do about it. If we don't have it, it's because we can't get it. Yeah. So that's why, Rena, that's why you're number one princess.
Crown.
Queen.
Someone on here said they were the queen at home, even if YouTube did not reflect that. So
I like my stepmom meets with her friends and they call each other the queen-agers.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That's fun. Oh, Fiber Phil.
Oh yeah, Phil. Wonderfluff.
Talbot drew good faces on those bags, though.
We had a lot of fun with that. Okay, what else? What else is coming up? We'll have Fiber Fairy mid-October. We'll have the Fiber Monday, which I believe we're doing before Thanksgiving.
Hopefully. It's on
and
the
then we
calendar.
have the end of year sale. So we will.
Fiber Monday is Monday the 24th of November, and that is 15% off.
I can't believe September's knocking on our door.
It's ridiculous. The end of year sale is the 29th and 30th.
Okay, of December.
2 days, end of December. Yes, I looked at the calendar yesterday and was a little surprised that the Fiber Guild is happening.
Talbot, I know.
Yeah.
Will you pass me? There's a bad chickadee on that shelf. I want to show you guys old chickadee and new chickadee. It's underneath the horse, I think. Thank you.
I don't feel like that's bad.
It's not bad. It's just this was made when I was figuring out the oh yeah, we should go overhead. This was made when I was figuring out the songbird kits, which was probably something like 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he's a little weird. Okay, and then this was made just recently for something that a bigger 2D 3D piece that I'm making. And I still kept it simple in terms of the wing and tail structure, but this is using the technique that we used to make the Raven. And it just gives such a sharper, more detailed looking result, even though it's no more complicated, really. So I just thought you guys might like to see
Side by side.
my growth. I'm growing too.
Can you suggest an armature size for a bigger sock monkey? Like, would you do the woodland people? That'd be a
I would
big
use
sock monkey.
I would use 14 gauge. Yeah, it just depends on how big. Because the sock monkey is made with pipe cleaners, so you could even go 22 gauge, which is 18 inches long, and get something that's probably about 6 inches, 5 to 6 inches. But if you want to go bigger than that, I would use 14 gauge and yeah, the woodland, let me think. A gnome, something like a gnome.
Mm-hmm.
You could even go bigger than the gnome, but you're looking for a more humanoid armature. I think the woodland armatures don't have legs necessarily.
Right. Somebody asked, what is Fiber Fairy?
Fiber Fairy, what is Fiber Fairy in general?
I'm not sure if it is, yes, just an overall, what is Fiber Fairy or what is today's Fiber Fairy? Maybe they will say.
Okay. So Fiber Fairy is a giveaway with purchase. And it's posted on our Facebook page, Serafina Fiber Art on Facebook, and then also in Kyla creates a newsletter that goes out at midnight. And today, with a $25 purchase of other things, we add off-white chunky core to your cart, to your box, and then with $45, so $20 more, we're adding 2 ounces of caramel, and then with $65, we're adding 2 ounces of black.
So if you spend $65 on a kit or needles or other things, these get added into your shipment, and it's cumulative. So if you're at the 65, you get
All three. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I agree, Helen. Even with this one, I kept thinking he needs to be fatter. He needs to be fatter. And they don't really have a neck, some of them. So that took some time for me to figure all that out. There's some animals I feel like I sort of just nail. I just get it. And then there's other ones that elude me. Darn cats.
cats.
Cats. mats are just one of them. There's many. Yeah, well, this is a rather, like we said, rather simple but high value giveaway. So unless you guys have questions, we can go ship packages.
I like the tree in the back that has no leaves. We do have a tree.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
The one behind you.
Yeah, the tree tutorial is great. Can't remember. There's no tree supply pack because there's so much variation, but the tree tutorial is a really fun project. I can't remember if it was a live stream or if we pre-filmed it.
It's filmed.
Okay.
And let me see. Felted wool tree. Ooh, your hair was short.
My hair was short for a long time.
Whoa. Look at.
Let me see. Oh yeah, real short. There's a few ways to find our tutorials. One is just go to YouTube and search. Or you could go to our YouTube channel and then click on videos or playlists, and they are all there. There's hundreds. Or you can go to the website, and at the top, one of the pages is free tutorials, and they're broken down there
by level. I just linked that in the comments also.
Yeah. So there's a lot of tutorials, and the more you do them, the broader the range you're going to be able to reach in putting all different kinds of things together. That's what's been so cool about the 2D 3D challenge is it's pulling. I can see people like pulling everything together, which is really cool. Nancy, the Fiber Fairy Friday is today only. It's for 24 hours. If you didn't get the newsletter, you can find Serafina Fiber Art on Facebook and see the post there. But you have to place an order today, and you just put things in your cart that you need, want, whatever word we're giving ourselves permission to use. And then at $25, $45, and $65 value, total in your cart, we add the 3 bundles of fiber. So you can rewatch this video. We've gone over it a few times, so you'll see. I don't in a sense have a new tutorial for the chickadee. We do have a chickadee tutorial, but this combines techniques that are in other tutorials. So that's what's very cool about it. You can check out the raven. That's how I made the wings and the tail.
What's the bird in the cherry blossom tutorial?
That's like a little finch. I think it didn't have legs. And the holiday tutorial that we did with doves and cardinals is another reference for birds. They're really fun. I can't list the colors of the limited stock because there's a few things going on, and I don't have a list in front of me, but anything that's in the top coat section that's called, it's like New Zealand domestic blend.
Yeah, I'm looking to see how it's listed.
Those are all the end of that line.
Yeah, if you just go,
And then-
go on the site to the top coat category, it's everything at the very end of the top coat.
When you scroll up, what's the?
It just says top coat.
But go up to the different these.
Oh,
It's New Zealand domestic blend. If you narrow it down on that, and then other limited quantity things or availability will be in the clearance closet, also generally.
I'll link that page.
You are the great linker.
I'm trying.
Aw. All right, Sue, I'm gonna check that out because my hair is totally having an identity crisis right now.
You're at the in
And
between.
it's just, ugh. Oh gosh, don't scrutinize me.
I like when you pigtail.
I
it
do
that way.
pigtails. Yeah. It's I got tired of the short, and the problem is when I get tired of the long, that's real easy.
Yes.
I just go get rid of it. But when you get tired of the short, you're in for a
takes a
long
while.
road. The annex, which is a separate site with the paid courses, does not contribute to the Fiber Fairy. They don't go on sale, and they don't contribute to the Fiber Fairy.
Yeah, it's
Not
its
because
own
we're
little-
mean.
No. It's its own little nook that doesn't communicate with the rest of the site, and
That's-
nothing ships.
That's
and
part of the reason, and
Yeah.
also just want to be consistent in what people pay,
Instruction.
for instruction. Yeah. We've had an uptick in certified instructor interest, and that is a page on the website. You can learn more about the idea of being a Serafina certified instructor. I don't, because of the compacted busyness of the fall, I'm probably looking at winter to do interviews. So thank you to the people who have inquired and are interested, and we will get to the process, starting the process of that.
Are we going to do boodles again? Somebody missed them when they're in stock. Yeah, they tend to be just we might have 40 or 50 available for a time. We don't really stock them regularly.
Yeah, boodles are either inspired by an excess of certain fiber or a project, or just the idea of a fresh way to bring stuff together. They usually have, I think it's between 15 and 20% value
Slight
discount. And we take whole items and put them together at a slight discount. So yes, thank you for asking. We should make some kind of boodles. They're fun.
together.
Yeah. It's kind of in between a supply pack and the a la carte.
I just linked what you suggested for the pumpkin core, and then we have several top coats house carded pumpkins. So you could do white pumpkins and use off-white chunky core, and is it the full moon? I think is the
Full moon is the white pumpkin top coat that's house carded. This is sunset heather. It's in the core section. This would make a great core, or caramel, which is in our giveaway today. People are digging at the Fiber
I
Fairy.
know.
We generally do not tell. We, to date, have not spilled the beans.
No.
We're not starting now.
No. They're trying though. What was the hint? There was no hint. I don't know what anyone's talking about.
It's going to be, all I can say is it's going to be great. It's going to be really fun, and
It's a good project.
it's a good project. And we've had some really good ones. Trees, ravens, freaking fluffy kittens.
fuzzy kitten.
The fuzzy kittens were a lot of fun.
There's a specific request for a koala boodle. Which
Ah,
I
fun.
guess, was it a felt-along? I guess you did a koala felt-along.
Yeah, we never had a koala supply pack. Yeah, that's a fun idea. It's a lot of just off-white and grays that you could also use for wolves, squirrels, other lots of other great animals.
Color-coded needles. So we do in our sampler now have little silicone O-rings that color code them. We are not doing it for like the 8 packs of each kind.
I have not found the path to color-coded needles. I know other suppliers sell them, but I have not. I like the needles that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we like develop a process.
Well, we've looked into a lot of different options, and anything that like adds to it, then you can't use them in any of the pen tools.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we don't really want to change the needle. The O-rings are nice because you can slip them on and off.
mm-hmm.
It's one of those discussions.
Oh yeah, the O-ring can stay on it in your stab it, right? Like you just keep it at the top.
For single use.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. But if someone wanted to put it in a pen tool.
Right, not in the pen tool. And we're not putting the O-rings on our like 8-pack of 36s. Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, I just saw something. Some people do nail polish, the ones that come in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Rena likes the surprise of what needle.
I do too.
You put like she's always like, pick it up and stab. If it's not right, use the other one.
It's terrible because you guys are subject to my my own limitations and preferences to some degree. But that's what makes Serafina special.
I am going to. Are they linked? Yes. I am linking. This is the day of linking. I'm going to link the sampler for Anne.
Okay.
Because there's a picture in the listing that you can see the little rings that we put on them with the colors.
Talbot's taken some excellent photographs for the website.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I saw a question. Oh, in the pen tool, I generally use 2 38s. I don't like 3. It's too much. And 2 you can get in a line when you need to go next to a wire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3 is pretty aggressive. But yeah, the needle conversation has happened over the years.
Yeah.
So many times, and so has the like sampler, all the fiber field guide. What's that called? I mean, we have the fiber field guide, but even that has changed. It has multiple versions, and now like none of these are on it. So every time we try to make a like, here's what we offer.
What would
2
you
days
guys?
later, it
here's a
changes.
question for you guys, and you can comment. Would be helpful, since we can't hear you. Would you pay for a sampler of fiber? That is the question.
Well, and then do we do it as an entire thing, or do we have like the fur line?
I think we do it. I think we do it as sections. That way, there's different listings, and if it changes, it's easier just to change that. And so we would create a core fur. Oh, merino.
I know, it's so many. And then with it being offered in 1 ounce for
right.
Yeah, like the top coats
Just
we used
buy
to
the
have
color
2
you want.
ounces, which was kind of a lot, but now at 1 ounce. This conversation happens all the time here.
Okay. All right. We got some yeses. I am spoiled because they're here and I can see them, but I could see how if you can't get a visual on what's available, it would be, even though it's all together on the website, it's easier to have it in hand, even if it's a small amount, to say, oh, if I mix this with that, I'll get this, or this is exactly the color I need, or
Well, so there's a difference between samplers and
we're going to make a card.
Like the card with the little piece that you're not using in a project. It's like a reference.
We're talking about like a card with a
Like a
2-inch
swatch.
sample, a swatch. Yeah. Just for color
yeah.
reference.
But some people do love the sampler with 14 inches, or you know what I mean. Which again we've done, and we did with these, the 40 top coat. We had a sampler, and then when one fiber is on back order for 6 months, all of a sudden the sampler can't be available. So
It's really hard.
that's why we haven't.
Mary Marin, that's one of those names that you always say both names.
Right.
I love soft fruit. We could, yes, potentially. We could add and or take away from the merino line. There's yeah.
And okay, so then the other thought is, when we got these things, our thought was pull off a sample, like, so you kind of have your own reference with the
Right.
labels.
Right. It's part of what the labels are for,
Yeah.
is to create your own chart. All right, Nancy, if you have 65 in your cart before shipping, you're good to go. You're not going to see it. You're not going to see it on your order.
Yeah, it's not like an item.
We are here putting these into your box. There's no item, there's no record of it. We were just saying at the beginning of the live stream that the websites haven't caught up with our method yet. So I know it's a little bit confusing, but those items will go into your box and be the whole thing, be on its way to you. So yeah, good. I'm glad you guys like the labels, because it does add. I was resistant to those for a long time, because it does add so much to our what we need to do.
William was asking about selling the O-rings, which we've talked about. They're surprisingly hard to source, the right size, the right color. I don't want to say shockingly expensive, because that's very dramatic, but for what they are shockingly expensive. So in an effort to, not add like a couple dollars to every needle pack that we sell, we just haven't included them on each one.
Yeah.
And they're tiny, and then packing them, I don't know, we try to be
There is reason to
efficient.
our rhyme. There is reason. We're always, open to feedback and conversations, but
For sure.
there's a lot of everybody at Serafina contributes from not only their skill set and personality, but from their place in the Serafina business. So whatever we decide or do or don't do, it has a lot of minds behind it. Yeah, it's very cool. Like, I might have an idea and then
We all shoot it down.
it gets like a kibosh put on it. No, I mean, it doesn't just like, oh, we're gonna do this now. It needs to be considered from every angle, and there's angles that I don't think about in terms of how the website operates or what needs to be ordered and in inventory, and so it's worked out pretty well, pretty darn well. Yes, it is a hive mind. All right, everyone. I think, this was good. I'm really excited to see you in October, but I'm going to see you before then for 2D, 3D.
Yes. September 19th.
September 19th is our next live stream. And I wish I could read whatever language that was.
Korean? I feel like it's Korean.
It looks,
You're right.
Is it?
yeah. So, I'm probably not gonna put the words together properly, but to add my little bit of mush, we so appreciate you guys and the community and the circular, like the reciprocity that's going on. So it's very special, and it gives it's like I feel like it's just this circle of good energy. So I'm very happy for that. Yeah, I don't know what Ann Gordon said, but
She's looking at the ring situation.
oh, impolitely pick up the wrong needle. You rudely. The needle's like, wait, what? So funny.
Oh yeah, there are some needles out there that are like together. Jean's confessing that she's cheating on us. It's okay.
Yeah, no, it's okay. There's there are other businesses doing super wonderful things and things that I haven't, like I said, adopted or figured out. So. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for your order if you placed an order today, and we will be shipping. We're closed on Monday, so if your order does not get into the mail today, it will get into the mail on Tuesday.
The mail's also closed on Monday.
The mail is also closed on Monday. It's just a big no orders shipped day.
Yeah, they are amazing down there though. Stuff gets out like quick.
Yep. So we will see you all, I hope, on September 19th. And I hope you guys can join in or watch later to see what everybody's made, because it's very inspiring and kind of blew me away. And I love seeing everybody's voice and their work. It's very cool. And I can't wait to talk about it. And then you're just going to have to wait until October, but you're going to be happy. So that's all I'm going to say. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.